Welcome to the Lock Shop with Nielson and Hustler.
It's 11:02. What's up? It's the Lock Shop. The Lock Shop with the greatest thumbnail of all time. Trev, great job. Shout out to Jen, who's over in the chat for creating. I told the boys, I said, I got a lot of time for AI-generated Huss cartoons. Maddie's working on one right now. We're trying to get an image of cute little Huss, like he was as the devil in the thumbnail, but shopping for groceries at a 7-Eleven. I don't even know if that's possible, but it's great. Huge. I feel like this is a huge day for the Lock Shop post Estes protest, and what a job they did. 4 or 5 signs. Make bank, not war. I think that was one of my favorite ones. That was good. So shout out to everybody at the Estes last night who protested on our Lock Shop. I didn't make too much of a statement, but I did mention it a couple of times on the mic.
I'll say, actually, Trev, can you just turn up my headphones just slightly? Thank you. I wonder how do Eric and Trev feel that did you take away any of the thunder from the morning show, using the morning show as a protest for the Lock Shop?
Or say that again. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
It was after show of the year, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
How does Trev and Eric feel that maybe some of the thunder of the Nielsen show?
Fair question. I'll allow it.
Taking, losing some thunder to bring in so he could get a protest in for the Lock Shop. How do you feel, Trev?
I am actually full support of it. I am.
You are?
I'm a Lock Shop guy.
My man. I mean, you're a Lock Shop guy.
Yeah, no, I totally am. So that is A-okay. Sure. That is A-okay with me. LT, I don't think he's bothered by much, so I don't think he's worried either. But no, I follow Dusty. I stand with Dusty.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, my man.
Just making sure.
Can you make sure my board's on?
Yes, I can.
Okay, slide over here, guys. Special
We've
guests.
got special Lock Shoppers.
Special Lock Shoppers. These guys bet more than anybody I know. It's Marshall and Elizabeth Nielson. What's going on, guys?
Nothing. We're just here. You told us to come in, so we came in.
Yeah. Well, Elizabeth asked.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, Elizabeth said, can we come on the Lock Shop today? Give the mic to the Muzz. Muzz, why'd you want to come on the Lock Shop today?
I just wanted to.
You wanted to, hey? How's the morning been?
Good.
Good. How was the Estes last night?
Great.
Yeah, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Looks like that tooth is loose right there, eh?
It is.
Little snaggle tooth.
Do you have an Ohio State Buckeyes hat? Yeah. Nice.
Our neighbor went to Ohio State and got it. He's an Ohio State alum.
Yeah.
How did it come about, Marsh? Tell Maddie about your Ohio State hat.
We were playing football in the backyard during summer, and then he just popped over the fence. He heard us talking about Ohio State and football, and he said, I'm going to Ohio State, so I might bring you something back.
And then what did you say?
I've always wanted one of their hats.
So he brought him back a hat.
Yeah.
So it was good. Go ahead, Muzz.
And I got the mascot.
You did get the mascot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she got a little mascot toy.
Oh, I forgot what the name of the mascot
it was pretty good. What was your highlight of the Estes last night?
When we went on.
When you went on? Yeah, that was good. Marsh, what was your highlight of the Estes?
Also when we went on.
Yeah, you had a good little speech.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, that was excellent. Right on. Okay, let me ask you this, the big question of the day. Is Connor McDavid signing to stay here at Edmonton, or is he leaving as a free agent at the end of the year?
We shouldn't let him leave because as a free agent, because then we wouldn't get any value for him. We should figure out if he's going to stay or not. If he isn't staying, we should trade him and get value, but if he is staying, perfect.
Okay.
I don't know which one, though.
Okay, all right. And Muzz?
I want him to stay.
You want him to stay? That's a good idea then, hey?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I love you. We'll see you at home later.
Great job.
Where's HR Daddy?
You're bringing your dad on?
Get in here. I'm with my partner now. Okay, all right. I tried to get him on. Okay, we'll see you guys at home. How about so Marsh is moving him if he's not gonna?
I like it. You don't lose out on going for the Stanley Cup necessarily if you move him mid-season. You're never going to get value for him, but you could get pieces to help you because you still have Leon Draisaitl. Just saying, if that's the way that Jeff Jackson and Stan Bowman ultimately go, I don't even think the Stanley Cup's over. The hunt this season for a Stanley Cup will be over.
This was one of the questions I had, or one of the topics I had for Lock Shop today. Trev, you might need to go earmuffs on this. I haven't seen. So we're out there in the the chill zone.
Yeah,
you were there, right, when he was laying on the couch.
I've seen him part of it. He's been also singing some very sad songs.
He's basically listening to a bunch of Sarah McLachlan today. But he's laying on the couch, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh, are you tired from the Estes last night?" He goes, "No, I'm sad." And he was watching the Hangout, and he goes, "He's leaving. He's leaving." I said, "Listen, man, go listen to the whole podcast. You haven't even listened to the whole 32 Thoughts podcast, right? Things get clipped. Who knows? Maybe we overreacted today." But here's the question I would have, Maddie. With our partners over at Play Alberta, Lock Shop and Edmonton Sports Talk, brought to you by Play Alberta. Download the Play Alberta app if you haven't already. You'll find our EST specials over there as well. Apparently, the DGen Den hit yesterday with the grandest. He said it wasn't posted, but was it? What do you mean? Like we didn't tweet it out as it wasn't posted, or did it not go up? Because I sent it over. I sent it over yesterday before I left. So I don't know if they missed it or if it went up and we just didn't give it any extra love.
You did post it yesterday.
Yeah, I sent it, and
nothing was said after that.
Oh, so did they not reply to me?
They might not have replied.
Oh, then that's a them thing, not a me thing. I'm just saying. Anyway, what would the odds be set on right now for McDavid staying and leaving? What do you think it is? Is it still minus 10,000 he stays?
What's the question? Because I think the question is very important here. So is it what team does he
an Oiler? Or?
Yeah, what team does he play for in 2025-26? If that's the question, I would set the Oilers at, let's say, minus 140.
So you're saying, oh, that's not very overwhelming.
He's not signed.
What would I just...
Would you set it like
I want to set it like
250?
Will Connor McDavid be an Edmonton Oiler July 15th, 2026? Yes or no? What are those odds?
Well, there's a chance he signed with no one and he's no one's player.
Maddie, it's just he's an Oiler or he's not an Oiler. Like by that point, his contract would have been expired.
Because he's talking. So okay, maybe I don't think you'd put odds on the Oilers no matter what for next season at minus 200, higher or lower than that. Because you have to give value for the field. There has to be stuff for the field too, because he's not signed for next year, and everything he says, I don't think you could put this down at minus 500. Because I think you need to lower the values of the other ones. What are you setting it at?
I don't know. That's what I was asking you.
I'm telling you, I
think I'd still probably have it at like minus 400. He's an Oiler. Plus whatever it is that he's not. Now, Uncle Jesse makes a good point. Uncle Jesse texts in 780-218-9999 says, "I'm putting money on the line that he leaves. That way I win either way." Right? So there should be a line that he leaves and you just all go emotionally hedge it with a use your game sense. Don't get too carried away. But I'd put the whole account on him leaving. That way if he leaves, yeah, maybe you're making $500, $1,000, $1,500 or something like that. There's always the emotional hedge.
I don't think anyone else is in minus money. I don't think anyone else is in the 100s. I think you start getting to maybe plus 250 or whatever with the next teams and all that. But I don't think you could go like minus 500 Connor McDavid staying with the Edmonton Oilers. I think that's way too low for what he has not really said. Like he hasn't said anything really. I'm just going back to that. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything one way or another. He's kept all doors open. Because of that, that's why I bring the value down. But I still, for me, I personally believe he's staying. I personally believe he's still staying with the Edmonton Oilers.
But man, his comments yesterday don't really help our case of believing he's. I know Penner's Pancakes or somebody in the chat was like, Stoff's still 102% sure that he's signing. So I mean, not many more people are in the loop more than Stoff.
Yeah, but he does get things wrong. Let's see. He's not always been. Patrick Kane never became an Edmonton Oiler. Let's not forget that.
There are some few that he's
like.
pushed
So
out,
he's not the oracle of the Edmonton Oilers. Anything he says 100% gospel. I just also wonder if they're just playing this down for a little bit. I got an image too. Oh, they did. That's like kind of what I got.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I got this one, but then I asked for no devil.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. I need you to, because you can connect to this computer from there, can't you?
Oh, I can actually.
Grab it, but can you probably...
Yeah, I could put it up.
Yeah, put it up, and we'll show that one. Jen, yours is awesome, too. It's little devil huss at 7-Eleven with a cart.
Though.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same.
Except they gave him a cart, and I got a basket.
Yeah, but then you did one with the no devil.
Yeah.
And he's just such a cute little guy.
So adorable.
Shopping for groceries at 7-Eleven. I miss us so much. This has been fun, don't get me wrong. But
no, I get it.
Like,
I love working with Huss. Whenever you're not around and I have to work with Huss, I'm like, this is
he's the
fun.
best, man.
Because like I even will plan things and we don't even get to like half the stuff.
I know.
He'll just start talking about something else or whatever. We'll go to other things and he's the best.
Yeah. It's too funny, man.
Okay, so but back to the just Connor while I get this set up.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything. I don't think the Oilers, they're keeping things tight-lipped for... I know Stan Bowman today saying he's very confident still that he'll resign. He can't say anything else. I just also wonder if they just want to surprise people in a certain way. They just want to do this in a certain way.
The thing that really concerned me about the comments is that he kept just saying 25, 26.
Okay.
Said it multiple times. So he didn't allude to the future with the organization. He says he has strong belief in this team in 25, 26. So then Elliot Friedman asked him, well, what do you need to see moving forward? And he said nothing. Like, it's not like he said, I have full, I fully believe in this organization. He said, I fully believe in this team for 25, 26. That gives me a bit of hesitancy to sit here and go, oh, no, he's still going to be around for 3 or 4 more years, which I still think he will. I think it's going to be a 2 or 3 year deal max, and he'll be around for a bit more. But I don't know, man. Some of that is a little interesting.
I will go to the Marshall hypothetical here, and this is just full hypothetical. Because, like, okay, what's the date you're going to be worried that he's not going to resign? Because I know what date I have for when he's done. If we had January 1, 2026, and he's not resigned, at that point I am worried. I'm not worried until then. At what point do you think you'd be worried?
I mean, I'm a little worried. Puck drop regular season.
Okay.
We hear a lot of, now I'm just focused on the season. I can't talk about contract right now. We're too focused on the season to focus on the contract right now. And then yada, 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 it's July 1. And there's a bunch of teams with over 20 million in cap space. So I think it would ramp up a little bit more come January 1st. But I would start to be pretty concerned puck drop regular season. Like he said about, wanting to be focused on the season and not be distracted, but this will be the biggest distraction a hockey team could possibly have. You're a franchise player, the league's franchise player, free agency looming. It's going to be talked about for the rest of our days. I mean, simple as that. Now, you don't have to make it fancy like that. You can just throw it up in the middle there. That'll save you some time.
Oh, okay.
Somebody wants to see the little devil on your shoulder. We'll just put it up on the screen.
Put it in the middle. Middle of us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too good. Anyway, where do you come out on this? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999.
But one other thing I'll say before I put Huss up. Would you at all trade him if you get any sort of indication that you don't know where he's going to go? Or do you take the risk of trying to sign him in the summer still? If you get to, I'm talking about we get to Jan 15, Jan 30, we're getting ready for the Olympic break. If you're Jeff Jackson, Stan Bowman, are you looking at the idea of, okay, we need to get value for him? Or are you looking at, no, we're going to keep him, we're going to try to win this cup, and you want to know something? We're still going to be able to re-sign him in that lead up to July 1.
First of all, if he doesn't re-sign here, I'm not sure what purpose Jeff Jackson serves with this organization. If the former agent can't come in and keep his longtime client around the organization, what does that say? Like, look, if he's not willing to sign 2 or 3 years right now, why would you risk having him walk for nothing once he can talk to other teams too? Like, I think you'd have to seriously, that is such a valuable asset, and you should be able to get, even if it's as a rental to somebody else, you should be able to get something of significance I don't think we get it. I don't think we get it.
I agree.
I mean, I think it gets done. But what a conversation point for Edmonton Sports Talk. Not going to lie. All right, let's go to Huss Live shopping for groceries inside of 7-Eleven. There it is.
He's so cute.
You know, these AI generated images, if we were to do a set of cards, I always thought it would be so difficult to come up with these, but these would be perfect cards. Have you guys collected the Huss at 7-Eleven yet? I heard it's a 1 of 10. But how cute is this little guy shopping there for cards or shopping for groceries at 7-Eleven?
It's just adorable.
Like, come on. You can't tell me that's not incredible. That you guys, like Jen had one very similar.
Yeah.
How you guys turn that around is just incredible. To me.
This is all I went into ChatGPT.
Now you have an account there?
I have
I think I need an account.
No, I'm not paid.
So what do you type in?
I wrote and I took the picture of him as the devil.
Yeah.
And I said, can you take this animated photo of Huss and make a photo of Huss in line at 7-Eleven shop for groceries? And it says, I can't make a real life, but do you want a cartoon? And I was like, yes, please. And then did it. That's it. That's all I asked. I read the entire sentence.
That's it.
That was it. And then I said, can you take away the devil stuff?
You're going to have to show me this ChatGPT stuff.
It's just very simple. And then they read a bunch of things and boom. You wait a little bit. There's Huss. He got chocolate. He's got milk. He's got bread and he's got some sort of lettuce thing. And then this other one, same stuff. He's not buying any lettuce type thing. But there's Huss.
Can you do one? Are you allowed to put brands in there? Like, can you say, give me a picture of this guy kissing a bottle of Diet Pepsi?
A hat to him and put a
bottle of Diet Pepsi in his hand.
Bottle of Diet Pepsi in his hand. Let's see what it does. And now it takes a little bit of time. Jay Milnes texted me with a good point, though. Connor's got a no-move clause, no? And he would. So that could make things very difficult moving him and getting any sort of value as well. If it ever gets that, which once again, I will say, I don't believe it's getting to that. I do believe he'll be signed.
Jen told me to look at the text again. Did you send another one, Jen? I still have just the one of the devil in there. Anyway, these are fun things. Hampton Steve texted and it says, Elliott and Kyle both came away from the interview convinced that McDavid is re-signing short term. Friedman is not one who says something like that without knowing it. Makes me less panicked than I was this morning. Yeah, I really want to listen to the entire thing as well.
You know what it might be is, so a year ago, we all would have thought he's getting an 8-year contract. No question about it. Over this summer, it was okay. He's getting a 4-year deal. Maybe now we're looking at a 2-year deal. Connor's going to sign his contract, but it's 2 years. And so Edmonton's got him for 3 years overall, including this season. And if by then he doesn't have his ring, maybe he goes looking for it somewhere else.
I think that's probably the reasonable take.
But if that's the thing, I will say this. He's going to have to leave money on the table.
In that situation?
You can't.
Maybe that's the holdup a bit. Maybe he doesn't want to leave money on the table and then, on a shorter term deal.
But you can't, to me, you can't go tell this organization, I'm putting you in and go win a Stanley Cup now. And I'm also going to take I'm going to take everything and I'm going to eat up this cap even more so to make your life a little more difficult. But go win. I'm going to take 17, but I need you to win a Stanley Cup. Whereas this has never been done before. The highest salaried in the cap, what is it? Bobrovsky at $10 million for a Stanley Cup winner? The highest cap hit ever.
Waddy in Cloverdale says Connor will go wherever they need to grow the game, a la Gretzky. I see him in Seattle. Another that's disgusting to me. I see him in Seattle, another tax-free state. Grow the Northwest. I mean, if he ends up in Seattle, the league is scripted. I'm sorry.
Really? That's the one where you're going to say he's scripted too?
You're going to take him to Seattle?
I don't think Seattle's the place you'd bring Connor. Is it?
In a scripted situation? Maybe I went too far with that, but still.
I'm just trying to think, where would the NHL want him?
Look, man. Would they want him in Toronto?
No, I don't think they would.
I think they kind of would. The Leafs have sucked.
I know, but it's, to me, they wouldn't. You've got Toronto. You've got that market. That doesn't sell you America.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would say the Rangers would be a big team.
Chicago
Go join up with Bedard. I would say
No
Boston. Maybe he's the guy that goes replaces Sid in Pittsburgh.
Nah, it probably
For the league?
Probably New York.
I don't see LA maybe.
LA's interesting.
Seattle is a big market, I guess. Maybe that is a big one. Maybe that isn't a bad one. It's the
But why
fourth
would Connor
largest
go to
TV market.
Seattle, though? Why would he go to Seattle?
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Connor McDavid's
just
not going
loves
to be a
Pike
member of
Place.
the Kraken. There's no way.
he just loves he loves playing with Jordan Eberle.
I've been to Pike Place. It's cool once. I don't need to go to Pike Place again. I saw them throw the fish. I mean, there you go. There's us with the bottle of Diet Pepsi.
I'll get that up after.
We'll put that one up. Nansel's doing some stuff over there.
I wonder if I can make what would I add to his hat?
A Bombers logo, a W. Put a W on that thing.
Can you make it a blue hat with a gold W on it?
I wonder if you could wear a T-shirt instead with the Lock Shop logo on it. Can you imagine Kenny Holland landing McDavid in a deal?
Maybe he was
in the
always upset.
offseason?
Maybe he was always upset that Ken Holland was left, and he always wanted Kenny here.
God.
And he loves playing with Cody Ceci.
Once again, this is like Eric saying that he has to reiterate that he's in favor of full reinstatement for you as commish. Maddie and I are both in favor of McDavid's not going anywhere.
100%.
So,
You
but
know,
still.
and look, might as well just have some fun right now, just with various scenarios. What would happen? Who knows? I don't know. Why worry
I
about
know what
something
would
that
happen.
hasn't happened yet?
All right. Well, keep the text messages coming in. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Nasty Chat's cruising along today. Protest for the Lock Shop to get in the mix. We're at 33 likes. We got to hammer that thumbs up. There's well over 140 people watching right now. If you're watching the Lock Shop and you want to push it into the mix for Show of the Year, thumbs up. I have some ESTY stuff I want to get to with you. The master of the house and the ESTY, first of all, extremely well done last night.
Thank you.
We were asked this morning on our show, what is one thing we would like to add? I did say Huss. That would be something. We could work on that. It'd be awesome to see him there. Where do you come out on the pee break?
Yeah, well, we didn't have one last year. No one ever asked for one last year.
Yeah. Like I know two people had to take a piss. Murray McCourt and Marshall Bokeith Nielsen.
Yeah. Last year, people just went.
Yeah, I guess I could have told him to do that.
That's what people
you know
were
what?
doing.
That's a good point.
People,
Go take a quick whiz.
Well, but I think we could. We moved at a quicker pace this year than last year, so I could always add one. Last year we had 3 performances. This year we had 2. So I guess we could put another performance in there, and maybe that would have given people some time.
We had 1 performance this year.
Well, tube socks or bagpipes with
Let's not get
Fergie.
carried.
That's the first performance.
Let's not get carried away.
Giving Fergie
I'm not counting Fergie and the bagpipes as an official performance.
I will. There's a
he
performance.
kicks off every event with things. I do think 2 musical things would be good.
Good to do that, but yeah, I'm very Jerry Haraxi from Tallboy was fantastic.
Jerry's the dad.
Or sorry, Curtis. Yeah, Jerry hooked us up with his son Curtis from Tallboy.
He was good.
He was fantastic.
And I love Angel. When he broke into Angel, Marshall and I were like, "Let's go. We love Shaggy."
He loved the event that he stuck around. He wasn't going to stick around. He's like, "Do you mind if I stick around?" I'm like, "Oh, go for it." And he went to the after party. He was there.
He came up to me at the after party. He goes, "Man," he goes, "I didn't know like what this event was." He goes, "This is one of my funnest times doing this." He goes, "If you ever need a musician for anything, let me know." I said, "Well, why don't you come in tomorrow morning at 6:00, play for an hour, and then I'll hop on at 7."
Great. He was great. But yeah, no, pee break or some sort of intermission, possibly.
It's just
the
so
only
tough.
problem
You
I have
lose
with
the
it.
crowd at
That's
the
the thing.
intermission,
If people start going or there's a lineup for the beer, it's going to be longer than 15 minutes.
Where were we at? 145?
Yeah.
It was like 145.
140,
That's not too
145.
bad. Like, that's
if we
a good
go a
time.
little bit longer, or if we do that, it's going to be another half hour. I will say that right now, because by the
I
time
don't
people
want that.
leave the lineups for the bathrooms and beers and then coming back in,
We want to be at the after party by 9:15, 9:30 max.
if
Right.
there's one, I've reached my limit.
Of AI generations? That's all right. You got to throw out the one with the Pepsi.
Well, I've got this one, but I don't like the eyes. So I was trying to update the eyes
Oh yeah,
But
they
I'll
changed
go
it.
with
It's
it.
still pretty cute though.
Yeah. I'll put both up so people can see both. The thing that so if I had to go with improvements, one is I do want to eventually get a true MC for the night.
Oh wow,
That is the
now
one
that's
thing.
a big role.
The
You
only
have to have a monologue and everything.
well, the only problem I have with that is like I know who I can go get various people, but they don't know Edmonton Sports Talk.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem.
it's finding someone that knows Edmonton Sports Talk. But that would be one thing I would love to add to the Estes.
Can I suggest who I would have as the first MC?
I have an idea.
I want to say the name at the same time.
Well, no, you can go with. I know who. Like I know
I
one
mean-
person I would love, but I don't think listens to us.
No, I think Josh Clausen could be the first MC.
Yeah,
He could do a
He would
little.
know.
He could do a little thing.
he would know us.
Who, Klaus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he was on the text line asking for fantasy football advice yesterday. Like that would be, I think, the first guy to roll it out. And if he does a good enough job, it's a return gig. If he doesn't, we bring in Nate Bargatze, who just did the Emmys and actually is getting kind of ripped for his Emmys performance. And I think that dude's hilarious. But he's a little mundane to host a show like that, I guess.
The other guy I would have loved is Donovan, who does the Riverhawks.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But I don't think he listens to
no,
us.
he doesn't. He's been on the Hangout a few times,
Yes.
but he doesn't. Yeah, he wouldn't listen.
And we should get Will Fraser to host.
Oh my
He
god.
actually never texted me back.
You know what? He could pull it off.
Oh, he could.
Yeah, he could pull it off. Anyway, that's something that I guess we could add. What was the biggest surprise of the night? It's tough because you planned the whole night.
Yeah, there is no
but as
surprises.
you, there was no, but
there
like,
are no surprises.
no, there wasn't. I'm trying to think.
No.
I thought that live musical performance is going to go Klaus and Koob. And I'm glad Hernan won it. And when Hernan went up and he nailed, he picked up La Bamba,
Mid
and,
part.
like that was
crushed it.
incredible.
Crushed.
That was incredible. That alone could be up for an ESTY next year because he totally nailed that. But I thought that Koob, and I was a little surprised at that. That was the one award. I was like, wow, I thought it was going to be Koob and Klaus.
The thing that and I will say this going into next year, I think one thing that will always hurt the things that happen at the Estes is there's select people that are there. Not everyone saw last year's Estes.
Yeah. Jackson,
So-
both of them. That's true.
Jackson was there. Jackson
had an
Kaiser.
awesome performance last year.
Coop and Clausen did it last year. It was great, but not everyone's there for it live. So that's the one thing that I think will always hurt the voting of the Estes night. Plus, it's a year removed. We just had a hangout today that should go up. It's going to be in consideration for a hangout of the year, and Brandt is immediately going to be a hangout guest of the year nominee.
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably wins it.
The thing but Mac T, he was the hangout guest of the year this year. He read the nominees from the wrong year.
Thanked all the other nominees from last year. I was like,
He was nominated back-to-back years, so that makes sense. I guess why I
okay,
got that.
I guess.
But it's like, so some voters do remember what happened back then, but it's also like Labor Day bus got a sneaky vote late to be one of the events of the year.
I kind of thought that was going to win too.
It was close.
Nasty Bash was awesome though, but
I was surprised. To me, actually, there was one surprise of everything when it was like 2024 Estes, Pat losing to Nasty Bash, who's one of the few repeat winners.
the Nasty Bash has gone back to back,
It's gone back to back.
and it's a good party.
That's
That's gonna be tough.
It's a great party. So no real surprises for me. Everything went really well. The people at Metro were great. We plugged in. We had an issue that we had last year. We had to solve it last year by getting something. This year we figured it out differently, but it made no sense. We both were like, this doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Did you record the Estes?
I did record.
I thought
the
I saw
Estes.
Wirecast open.
There is a recording. I opened up this morning. I'm not a fan of the video quality fully. And I just put a mic by the speaker.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound bad. I will throw that up on YouTube at some point this week where people could go and watch this side. It's not close to being professionally done. The audio is not 100% perfect. The video is not 100%, even though we're some media company.
Sounds
We
like
didn't do that
something we
right.
do just right. Yeah.
But it will go up. I do have it, I think. So I just have to cut off the front and the end, and people will be able to go back and now watch this year's Estes.
Somebody said, Filthy Bruce's acceptance speech was a surprise for them. They thought that was kind of cool. It was cool.
I love that we have people that are like, it's been rare. I think there's only one person that hasn't been around for an award in the last 2 years. And Rip City's one of them. last year he was going to come, but then he had work. But he planned for VR to accept on his behalf.
Yeah, that's right.
So we had him come up. But last year we had Torrens, we had Struddy, and we had Luke all send in messages for the wins. This year, Ashley Collingwood decided to come,
she was
awesome.
Great. She said the ESTY's got nothing on her Miss Universe Canada.
And then we had Craig and Bruce send in videos. So, and then, yeah, it was funny though. The Popeyes one, I sent an email saying like, hey, for staff, for the on locations, who's going to claim these awards? And no one claimed the Popeyes ones. I'm like, Benny, you're doing it.
Yeah, he did good. He did well with it.
We were all there all day, and it was Benny that was accepting it.
Yeah, oh, it was nice to see him get up on stage and get a trophy. But yeah, no, it was good. I was just curious about the pee break thing.
Yeah, we didn't do it last year.
Yeah,
and
no,
everyone just left.
I had a couple beers. I didn't have to take a leak.
I do wonder though if we did take a full intermission, how long it'd be till we back on, and if people would be like, "Wow, that took a little too long."
You say 10 minutes, it's 25.
Yeah.
People that don't want to go out and get a drink or take a leak are just sitting there.
Yeah.
I like it the way it is. And if we're going to extend it to like 2.5 hours, maybe. But it's only ever going to be
I don't want it to go over
45
2. I never wanted to go over 2.
Like,
anyway. Gave more awards away this year at the show, and it worked out. So,
all right. So anyway, if you ever, I also thought about this. I was talking about this. I think somebody in my family yesterday. So, so we have our tracking system for Estes things.
Yeah.
But I think if you are a listener, this is what I would like you to do. Let's say you're listening to the Hangout today and you're like, man, Myers is great. The next Estes aren't for another 11 and a half months. The odd thing gets missed. So what I would like to suggest is that if you ever hear a guest, a moment, a bit, a show, an episode of a show that you think could be ESTY worthy, go to EdmontonSportsTalk.com, scroll down to the bottom where we have our submission form, and just submit it there. Because you and I get those emails.
Yeah.
We can easily save that. And that's better than when you text it in. We get so many texts. We miss them. I think that's the best way to go about it.
That or Estes at EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
Oh, you could also, that's a good one too.
Both, either or.
Yeah.
But if you email us
I would love for people to do that.
I'll just keep that email active.
Yeah.
And then when I go in, I could be like, oh, there's this email, this email, this email.
Yeah, nothing's like too small either. Like we miss, but like today, these Hus AI generate things. This is a great moment. This is an awesome moment. Let's bring up the most recent one here. But what do we got here, Maddie?
So this is Hus with just a regular hat and his Diet Pepsi. He's at 7-Eleven. He's got his Diet Pepsi in his hand. Still's got the food in his thing. And then I got it with the Bombers look to him. But they didn't.
Different eyes?
They changed the eyes, which I don't like. So I'll have to get that fixed tomorrow. But we've got the W Bombers hat on. And there's Hus with his Diet Pepsi and his food, shopping at 7-Eleven. Tomorrow at 11:03, I can update and ask for. The better eyes.
Yes, if you can get the other eyes on that one, that is pretty good. Did you say Winnipeg Blue Bombers logo on there, or just
no?
Because it looks like a Bombers W.
I said a blue hat with a gold W.
Yeah.
And there's Hus shopping at 7-Eleven for his groceries.
That's too good. I am fascinated by this AI stuff. That's tremendous. All right. Hey, we haven't talked about this, but do you think the Jays are legit? I know you're not a Jays guy, but you're a Yankees guy. Are you worried about the Toronto Blue Jays as a Yankees fan?
Why? You're not legit. You can't fake your way to September. I said this in August. You don't fake your way into August being one of the best teams in baseball, having one of the best records. It's just impossible. The only thing I'm worried about for Blue Jays fans, what I would be worried if I was one, it's can they win that first series? And they're in a better spot this year, presumably. They're likely going to get that bye, if you will. They're going to skip that first round, which is huge for them. So that they don't have to do the very short, you get into one bad inning, all of a sudden, here we go again, it collapses, Jays are out in 2. As long as they can, get, it's not even a series, they get a win or 2. Get a playoff win or 2. This is a team that is absolutely going to be a team to be scared of. The bullpen will be the concern that everyone's going to be worried about.
That's what I'm very worried about, yeah.
But if pitching can give you 6-7 strong innings, bullpen can blow you one game, but you can go finish off 2 or 3 of the other ones, and boom, you're going to win the World Series. Or you're going to get in the spot to be there.
I worry about the pen. Bo Bichette concerns me. They're hoping for playoffs.
But they're still winning without him.
I know. And they're a pretty deep team, but you'd rather be firing on all cylinders with your playoff roster. But
sure. To me, it'll always come down to your pitching. October, November baseball is always about your pitching. How is your pitching going? Bullpen will, again, be the concern. But if your starters are giving you good innings, this team's probably learned from the Jose Barrios situation from a number of years ago. They'll do the right things at the right moments. It would just be like, if they go down 0-2 in a series, then it'd be like, okay, here we go again. This team might have it in their mind that, how do we get out of this? But no, you don't get to now September 17th and have, what record in baseball do they have? They have the 3rd best record in all of baseball.
Best in the AL.
Best in the AL, but 3rd best in all of baseball.
And
only 3
in
back
the
of the
NL,
Brewers.
it is Brewers?
Brewers. Game and a half up on the Phillies.
Phillies, okay.
Yeah.
Big, or Penner's Pancakes. Yeah, Penner's Pancakes has already sent in the following instruction from Dusty and Lockshop today. Hang out Guest of the Year nomination, Brent Myers, on the submission form.
Sweet.
See, so that's an easy way to do it. Or email Estes at edmontonsportstalk.com. Rod Z says, Savage was fire. He was. I cannot wait to see him pitch again. Hey, by the way, speaking of pitchers or baseball-related things, Jeff Crushell at the Estes last night in a full-blown, all he missed him was a Tommy gun. He looked like he was ready for a gentleman's sweep show. I was incredible, and I asked him about Savage, and he said he's worried about his shoulder because of his high-point delivery, but he said you should actually maybe get Crush on to talk about this, just because Savage is such a unique delivery. He said he was worried it's going to be harder on his shoulder. He said when Halladay first came up back in the day, he was coming over the top like that. Remember then they sent him back down, changed his arm angle a bit. He thinks they're not going to have to do that with Savage because the way that he leans takes a little bit of the added stress. It was a very good conversation with Crusher last night about this kid. But I'm excited to see more of him for sure. And when we had Keegan Matheson on yesterday, Matheson was basically saying he thinks they're going to have to. He was looking at Gosman probably, would pitch game 1, Bieber in game 2, and I think Keegan's already thinking about Savage for game 3, which is pretty impressive stuff.
Crusher Best texted me a couple minutes ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, awesome time last night.
Yeah,
Love visiting with the
looked
Nasties
like
and the
he had a
guys.
good
Super
time,
fun.
man. Yeah, he's
His show 6:00 tonight on the audio stream. Crush performance.
He's an all-time beauty, that guy. Here's another one with us from Jen. He's wearing an I Heart KC t-shirt, and he's got the Pepsi in the 7-Eleven cart too. Oh, I love it, man. It's very fun. All right, let's dive in. Let's take a look at some movement. Here's what we've got over at our EST specials page right now. And did we nail this Elks lines thing yesterday? Both of those lines have moved since we locked it in at 6 and 7. Yeah. So our Lock Shop partner parlay from yesterday, BC Lions +6, Elks +7. That was at +257. It remains up. Jay's play of the day. He got a boosted number on the Cowboys Bears that we were talking about. Bears +105. That was Jay's play of the day from yesterday. So if you like the Bears this week, that's a pretty good number on Dallas right now. I wonder if that line's moved. We'll look at that. And then I sent it. I forgot to send it over this morning. I wasn't in the best of shape this morning. But the early bird bet is the Jays money line and Kirk over 0.5 hits. So a Kirk hit, Jays money line. They're going to throw that up for us on the EST specials page as well.
Cowboys still -1.
What? It hasn't moved? What am I missing here?
Wait, they're minus. They were -1 or they plus?
No, they
one?
were -1.
Yeah, okay. They're -1 right now.
I don't know why that line's not moving.
Cowboys are -115. Bears are -103 on the money line.
See, this is something that's fishy to me. It's like the book is begging us, like tempting us, teasing us to get on the Cowboys because it's one of those too good to be true numbers, which makes me think like my spidey senses, my game senses are tingling right now. Why is that line not moving? What am I missing? Who is hurt? What's happening here? Because like even Dallas's first game of the year, that was against the Eagles, correct? And Dak looked pretty decent against the Eagles. CeeDee Lamb had a couple of drops, so that could have been a different game. So they played the Eagles pretty tough. High-scoring game against the Giants.
But it's for some, they're not high on the Giants like you are.
Yeah, but what about the close game against the Eagles, though? And now they're only a 1-point favorite against the Bears? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Watch this. The Bears are going to win money line. I'm going to come walking in on Monday being like, I don't understand football anymore. Because I don't get that.
An expectation that the Bears are just going to be playing a little bit better. Cowboys, maybe, maybe that first game. They showed up because it was opening night of the NFL. Now we saw last week, maybe they're more of a team that's just going to be competitive with teams that they shouldn't be competitive with.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I know. I know you're trying to justify it. I'm not buying it. Rod Z on an Elks trend over on the Nasty Chat on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for the lock shot. We'd appreciate that. Of course, you can text us as well.
Early bird bet is up, by the way.
Oh, that was quick. I just sent that to them.
Plus 144.
Very nice. Bet on Mark Killam versus poor passing defenses, allowing 8.3 or more passing yards per attempt. Killam's record as coach of Edmonton, 5-0. So against bad passing defenses, Killam is 5-0. Which is interesting. Right now, that line yesterday was 7. It's now 5.5, which I don't think is any injury related. I think that's just money coming in and they're trying to move things around.
Big line. That's a big number for a game that came very close back here in Edmonton a number of weeks ago. The big dilemma of that game right now is Justin Rankin or Greg Bell. Who should I start in fantasy?
Say that again.
Greg Bell or Justin Rankin.
Yeah.
Who do I start in fantasy?
Did you hear the conversation we had today about how you were about to have one over on the Holt brothers that they'll never be able to overcome?
If I do this?
Yeah. Like Eric's thinking about quitting the league. And Lucas was in. Lucas is like, I'm in a very bad quarterback jam next week. And Eric's already thinking he's going to lose to you. And this is a year where you sold off a couple guys, got some picks. And now you're going to go back to back in the playoffs and knock off both the Holt guys. If I was them, I wouldn't talk to you for months.
Well, okay, look.
I would probably start.
I think I'm going to Rankin.
I was going to suggest Bell, but
last year you told me not to play Kenny Lawler in a big game. I played Kenny Lawler and he went out for 2 TDs.
Hey, do what you want.
It's going to be a debate I'm going to have for a while. I'll just I do think I beat Eric this past week. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it again. I do think Eric's going to knock me off. I will say though, if I pull off a miracle and I win this, they only have themselves to blame.
I know, but that's why it hurts so much.
Because I had
self-inflicted.
Everything was available for me. Everything was available. And when it comes especially to Eric, like if he goes down this weekend because Calgary's defense goes off, or Justin Rankin has a great game and he didn't have those numbers, they were there for him. So, even Luke, I made the offer for the Stamps defense late just to improve his defense a little bit.
I can't believe none of those guys traded for the Stamps defense and you're offering them up. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I'd kill for the Stamps defense right now.
I don't think I'm going to win. I still don't think. I think Tyson Philpott had too good of a week last week. He's not having that type of game again.
You're right.
Herslow is at some point is going to not get a touchdown in a football game. He's been rattling off. I think he's got 8 touchdowns in his last 5 games or something like that. He's on an incredible run. That's going to come to an end.
Plus, Daggy's starting a quarterback.
Right. So, and I have 2 Argo receivers. So I'm in a very difficult spot. I made the playoffs. I did what I wanted. I have never missed the playoffs in that league. But if anything does happen, it's on them.
I would. Either way, you're probably good at running back. You don't have to worry about those 2 guys.
I expect
Greg
Rankin's going to have a better. I know.
Involved, though, man.
I expect Justin Rankin to have a better game this week than last week.
Here's another trend from Rod Z over on YouTube. This one's a little convoluted, but bet against any team versus the money line. Poor team from last season, outgained by their opponents by 0.75 or more yards per play in weeks 1 to 3 in conference games since 2016, 46-8. Trend for the Bears game. That same trend is 8-1 this year. Bet Bears. There's no trend that you can. There's no trend you can give me right now that'll have me bet the Bears at that number. There's just not. I can't do it. Caleb Williams is too inconsistent. He's too hit and miss. I think Dak's going to torch. I think he's going to torch the Bears. I don't know why I'm putting so much on the line for this Bears-Cowboys game. Like I'm getting kind of hot takey here, but I can't be convinced. I can't be convinced.
As John Price once said, Vegas makes a mistake once a year.
Well, then this is the one. John Price.
You remember that one?
I remember that. Now that you said it, I
Very
remember
few people are going to remember that one.
That was from the old station.
Yeah.
What was that thing called?
Sports Information Traders.
Sports Information Traders.
Yeah. Garbage.
They would pay for that to be on.
It was
like
garbage.
Yeah.
Utter garbage. But it was once a year. Like, it's the Vegas mistake. They make one mistake a year, and I find it, and I found it.
I do
for this
like
week.
those guys. Like, shout out to those guys who are always like, so did you ever see the movie Two for the Money?
No.
It has Matthew McConaughey and Pacino. Is it Pacino?
Yeah.
Okay. And Rene Rousseau. And so McConaughey's like a former college football guy who's just recording like voice messages, like answering service messages back in the day. And then he was recording, they would put their bets on, and you would call the 1-800 number and you would get the bets. So he got on a little bit of a hot streak. This guy ran like a big sort of sports book, and they brought him on, and it was, you got like, if you're a lock shopper, you should probably watch Two for the Money, because it's a really good movie. But that's what they were. They're like, here's my super lock of the week. You can get it for just $49.99. What's his name was in that? Who's Ari from
Jeremy Piven?
Jeremy Piven's in it. He's like a rival guy who works at the same company who's not as good at picking as McConaughey. But then Pacino goes crazy. It's a bit falls off a bit, but I really like the main purpose of it.
That was a great segment.
What was that?
The one that we had. John Price.
Oh yeah, that was. I totally forgot.
I didn't
we're talking about that guy.
I didn't go to my boss every week going like, "Hey, can we kill this?
Can we kill this thing?"
No. And he did his best. I will give Beth all the credit in the world of trying to get that offer station as much as he could. But sometimes sales people go, it's too bad the money's coming in. And you're like, oh, great.
Got to do it. Runner texts in during the lock shop here today, 780-218-9999. Can we get Huss to recreate these AI images in real life?
He brings Remus out. He's at 7-Eleven to take photos.
He's at 7-Eleven holding the Pepsi, and Remus takes a picture.
Here's the question I will throw.
I don't hate that idea. I don't hate it.
The dream would be Huss at all four events. What is the number one event you would have? We've got 5 minutes left. I'm throwing up a YouTube poll. If you could have Huss come to one EST major next year, what would it be? Well, yeah, I'm going to keep it to the majors. I don't think he would come for Super Bowl.
No, I mean, he would be a riot at Super Bowl. But
would you prefer?
So we're talking the big four: the Golf Classic, the Nasty Bash, the ESTYs, the Fun Spiel.
So Golf Classic or Fun Spiel.
I mean, I got a lot of time for him rolling into the ESTYs in that bright white suit, man.
Nasty Bash, ESTYs. Start pool. We're gonna see where this goes. I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna say it probably goes. Yeah, I'm gonna predict Bash, ESTYs, Golf, Fun Spiel.
Although I want to see him in a little toque. And then you get the red rosy cheeks as he's on the ice and seeing him curl. It'd be just that Fun Spiel would be so much fun.
I mean, he's just a good time anyway.
Yeah, he came to town 2 years ago.
Tomorrow when it fires back up your AI, Huss curling.
Oh my God.
With a bottle of Diet Pepsi.
But him and I went for a drink at Kelly's. when he was in town 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This is when I think you guys crossed
When we
paths
crossed paths at the airport. I was going to Winnipeg. He was coming from.
I thought we'd go sit down, have a couple beers. We had just it was just like, we were having a few drinks, but we were just having a great chat. And all of a sudden it was, bar's closing. Okay, time to go our ways.
That, like, if Huss in Winnipeg had a shirt, it would just say Hustler. Oh, bar's closing. I don't know if he knows you can leave before they close. I've been with him a few times, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to pop by Wind City, which is like this sort of pub in the bottom of a hotel. And I've never left there before 2 a.m. Huss, I think he thinks once you're in, you have to stay until it closes.
Where's everyone going? I thought you can't leave.
Wait, where's that guy going? To the washroom? No, he's going home. Yeah, but it's midnight. I didn't think we could leave until 2:30.
Nasty Bash is dominating the vote, followed by Estes. Fun Spiel. No one's voted for Classic.
That's interesting.
It's too warm for us.
Shout out to the Fun Spiel getting more votes than Classic. That's good, I guess. All right, it's been a fun lock shop today. Huss will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you and Huss tomorrow.
Me and Huss tomorrow, setting up the Thursday nighter.
Yeah.
Which is Bills. What's that? Is that line still at 12.5? Let's see here. It was at 12.5 yesterday.
11.
It's moved a
Bills
point and a half
11.
towards the Dolphins.
Yeah, well,
what a time to be
11.
alive. Where's that Ravens? What's that lean for our game? Still a 5. So that one hasn't moved. Anyway, Huss will be back tomorrow. We'll find out why he didn't surprise us at the ESTYs. We'll show him some of these images. I'm sure he'll like those. And then on Friday, you and Huss.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to connect from my hotel in Toronto because I'll be there to do the Argos game that day. So, yeah, it should be pretty good. We got those 3 EST specials that are up right now. The early bird bet came in at plus 144. Jays to win and Kirk hit. DGen Den, didn't mean to disrespect you yesterday. I sent it over. The boys must have just missed it. I will make sure whatever you send over for the grandest of parlays ends up there today as well. Jay's play of the day from yesterday is still there. Dallas Cowboys -1 boosted to plus 105. So if you want to bet the Cowboys right now, don't do it on their NFL page. Do it on our EST specials page. You'll get a better number. And then I still love this. The Lions +6, the Elks +7, and plus 257. Lock shop partner parlay from yesterday as well. Use the code EST Sports. You deposit $50. You get a $50 free bet with the code EST Sports. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app with hundreds of player prop bets on the biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, you name it. You're not just playing for fun. You are supporting your province. Play Alberta revenue helps fund Alberta programs and services. Deposit today with the code EST Sports. Deposit 50, get 50, and it's all more convenient than ever with the new and improved Play Alberta app. All right, Oil Stream today is...
Reed and Tommy.
Reed and Tommy today on the Oil Stream. Reed was down at the Oilers today for the Bowman availability, and they will be diving into that on the Oil Stream today. This has been a good few days. You got to teach me the AI stuff.
Super simple. I will.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Whenever I go to ChatGPT, it's like, do you want to log in with your Google account? Do you want to do this? I'm like,
well, you could create an account, and it doesn't. There's a non-paid one that, again, I had a limit. I could only use so many images a day.
Yeah, okay.
A bunch of rainfalls are doing that, but what?
All right, Oil Stream is on the way next, followed by EST Afternoons, and then the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6. That is going to do it for the Lock Shop today. For Matthew Wannick, I'm Dustin Nielson. Thank you very much for riding with us today. Best of luck if you're on anything tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.